Get off here, yes, Lewis! Dan Smith joins us. Dan, you weren't playing tonight, but what was it like watching from the sidelines?
The lads were excellent, to be fair. 8 goals, and like Jimmy got 4 or whatever, and they were I thought they were very clinical, to be honest. Played really well.
How are you finding life so far at Bognor Regis?
Enjoying it, yeah, really enjoying it. Up until got a little injury, but hopefully be back Saturday and can score a few goals. But yeah, no, really enjoying it. Enjoy the way we play football, and obviously being with Blakey really helps.
It's fair to say that you've hit the ground running. What's been the secret to your success, really?
I think a lot of that's probably due to Blakey, like really making me feel comfortable, and the lads were brilliant, adapted quite well. Like obviously I trained with them a bit and played 2 pre-season friendlies, which I think probably really helped, just getting to know each other and getting playing football and knowing how I like to play and how they like to play. So yeah, really enjoying it.
I mean, for all the youngsters playing at academies, would your advice be to them, if they're not getting game time, come out to a team like Bognor or other teams instead of playing kids football?
100%. I think even 23s football at times, this standard's better because it's just so much more competitive. Like I'm going into 23 games and I feel I'm bullying defenders, which on Saturday I don't know whether that would happen, but yeah, it's very different. Probably a lot more experience at this level, which I think I probably need at the moment.
A lot of people here at Bognor were concerned when Connor Chaplin left that you were going to go straight back to replace him. You must see that as a positive, surely, that people are talking about you in the same frame as Connor Chaplin. Who's
yeah, definitely. Obviously, he was brilliant, and like to be honest, I learned a lot from him when he was there. Like absolutely brilliant at finishing, hard worker. So yeah, definitely saw that as positive when I was getting compared and talked about as a replacement. But I think, to be honest with you, I'm probably not quite ready, and do need a bit more time at men's football just to get used to it and get more competitive and more game time in.
And what do you see your aspirations being for this season and possibly the next 2 or 3 seasons, Dan?
This season, I'll be honest, if I stay at Bognor the whole season, I want to be top goal scorer in the league. That's how I see it, and that's how I think I should be if I'm not getting injured and playing all the games, or playing with Pompey at some point. But yeah, if that keeps going, definitely I want to be top goal scorer. And
Robbie Brake obviously speaks about you very highly.
Yeah.
What can you say about Robbie as a coach?
Oh, he's excellent, to be fair. I don't know if he's looking at the moment. Yeah,
he's just said don't interview you.
Yeah, no, he's looking on, but yeah, no, he was excellent. Like even when I was a second-year scholar at Pompey, he was really helping me in terms of finishing with him once after every session when I was training with the first team, things like that. And yeah, just really helping me here, learning the position and things like that. So he's been excellent.
Dan, thank you as always.
All right, thanks a lot.
Cheers, thank you. Robbie, an 8-0 clinical performance. What particularly impressed you tonight?
A lot of things impressed me. You know, certainly second half, the way we moved the ball, we played in it with an intensity that they couldn't handle, and you know, I thought we were very good. I thought, like you say, we were clinical, and it was just our build-up play was very, very good, and we had options. We had people running off the ball. We had people playing the right passes, and when you do that, you know, we've got the quality in the final third that can hurt any team.
Jimmy Muitt will obviously take the plaudits. It seemed to be a bit of a gamble to bring him on when the game seemed 1-2-0. You've obviously proved me wrong.
No, I don't think it was a gamble. I think we wanted to rest Harvey and Jimmy, obviously for the big game Saturday. But we didn't want Brad playing too many minutes as well, because you know he's vital for us, as you've seen so far this season. That we need these players. Because they've been hurting teams so far, so it was always in our plan to give the lads 20-25 minutes, half an hour, and I think that is better than them. You know, what people fail to understand is that we would have trained tonight if we didn't have a game. So, you know, they normally train for an hour and 15, an hour and 30 minutes. So to come on for 25 minutes and feel part of it as well was important, and they've gone in there and enjoyed themselves. But the most important thing was our attitudes tonight. We were first class. We respected the opposition, which you've got to do that. You don't start flicking it and playing that, you know, when you're 5 and 6 and up. You do the right things, and once you do the right things when a team's dead and buried like they were, that's why you go on and win 8-0.
It's going to be Jimmy, it's going to be Tommy that gets the plaudits, but in the commentary we gave it to Joe Tomlinson. I personally thought Joe was superb at left back tonight.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. He's been a great addition to the football club. It's a great little coup from Jack to get him in. But I think you're seeing gradual improvements throughout the season now with other players as well. You know, Chad seems to be getting a little bit up to steam. Blockie's been outstanding. Doug took, in my opinion, pleasure to watch at times, and keeps the ball moving. Just everybody really. We're really settling in, got a good little squad going, and we've got lads who have got a great attitude at the minute, and we're unbeaten so far this season. I think you can tell how the lads are applying themselves. That's why we're unbeaten at the minute.
And it's nice to show that we're not just a one-man team in Dan Smith.
No, I think, listen, when you play good football like we play, and you get forwards, centre forwards who are going to score goals, they're always going to get the limelight because they're scoring. But I think even in previous games, I think Jimmy must have been on before Dan played, was on 4 goals. I think Brad was on 4 and Smudgy was on 6. So I certainly wouldn't say we're a one-man team. He obviously makes us a better team, but we've got good players all around the pitch, and I think not only the forwards, we've got to think we had Dan Lincoln missing tonight, we had Keats missing tonight as well, and Smudger. So it bodes well for us. So we've just got to keep our feet on the ground. Can't get too overawed about an 8-0 win against Whitehawk in the cup. We've got to go on and apply ourselves Saturday, and if we do that, we're looking for a positive result.
How big a performance is needed on Saturday?
It's huge, isn't it? It's huge for the football club, but you can't drum it in too much to the players. I think the players know the importance of the game, but like you said, I think one thing we can question sometimes this season away from home, that we've probably not performed as well as we should have done, or we've got the right results. But one thing you can guarantee from our players is that their attitude's first class.
Can you remember any team you've been involved with as a player or coach scoring 6 goals in 15 minutes like that? It was just relentless, wasn't it? It was
a bit like, wow. But I think what you've got to understand is they were all very, very well taken goals. Yes, I know on the Harvey Whyte when he squared it for Jimmy, it might have been a defensive mistake from them, but I think overall, I think you look at them goals and they grace any level, any standard. But we've got, like I say, we've got to keep our feet on the ground, and we've got to take that. The second half performance, well, the first 25 minutes I thought we were good, then we got a little bit sloppy towards the back end of the first half, but then second half we've completely took control of the game, and we've played like we've all been asking, with a tempo that I think in this league teams can't handle. And I think with the attacking players we've got and the midfield players as well, it's they are a threat, and I think you've seen that so far this season.
And although this is a lesser competition, or in the eyes of most fans I think a lesser competition, just the momentum of winning games in whichever competition you're playing in is the important thing, isn't it?
It's absolutely huge. I think confidence, it breeds goals and wins breeds confidence, doesn't it? And I think on the back of that performance, if we come to on Saturday and the lads are not sky high, we'll have to staff look at ourselves and think, are we doing something wrong? So but I don't think that's the case. I think the lads, I think once you treat a game with respect and you treat your opponents with respect, you get the just rewards. And like I said, we weren't at 5 and 6-0 flicking it and backheeling it. We were doing things properly, and we were passing and moving, still the same as it was 1 and 2-0. And I think that's what happens when you go on and win 8-0, and we've got to take that into us. And I've got no problems with the lads to think that they've made it. We know that on Saturday it's a tough game, and our attitude is we bang on. We'll train hard Thursday, and we'll bang on for the game on Saturday.
And you've possibly got 1 or 2 selection headaches, because there's some people that play tonight that will be thinking, right, I've done enough to be in Saturday, and some others all want to be coming back in. So nice problems to have.
I mean, exactly. I mean, obviously there was 3, you'd sort of say, key players that were missing tonight, but the lads who've played have done themselves no harm. The young lads who've came in, like Maka and Charlie, them lads who've played. Corey's got some minutes under him. Obviously Jordan, the goalkeeper, who's done really well. He looked really accomplished. So they're all positives that we've got to take. And what we've got to get carried away here is, yes, although the team hasn't changed so much so far in the league, is because we're unbeaten. I think what we've got is competition for places as well, which is vital for the football club, because throughout the course of the season you're going to get a few injuries or suspensions, so it's important that the players that are ready, not playing, to step up. And I think tonight they've showed that they're more than capable of doing a good job for Bognor.
One question I want to ask you, Robbie, is about the goal from Doug Tuck. It's one off training ground again. You and Jack celebrated like you had an assist in that.
No. To be honest, that was just something that happened off the cuff. We have been trying things on free kicks and corners, but I can't take no credit for that. That was I did shout to Doug to go and get it, but it wasn't a training round routine. We've said to certain situations, if you're free on the box, in and around the box, and no one goes with you, by all means play. But I think Doug's took that upon himself, and I think once he's had a great first touch, there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to at least hit the target, and it's just a great finish. But I've got to say that at this level, the lad who he just keeps the ball moving so good. He's so elegant on the ball, and he's just such a great asset for us to have at the football club, because when you need that little bit of composure, Doug invariably gives you it, and in the last 4 or 5 games for me he's been outstanding, so long may that continue.
Robbie, thank you very much.
Cheers.